language is always kind of one of those landmines on this issue, especially in immigration. Words like amnesty, chain migration, anchor babies. These are all terms that in many ways are loaded and can have a lot more meaning than just the words themselves. So, as journalists, we're trying to be very careful in the words we use and trying to be as neutral as possible and not using words that represent a certain ideology or another. And some of those words are words that we got to be careful about using. And if we can, not use them and try to be as neutral as possible. So chain migration is a word that's being used a lot by the Trump administration and supporters which is mostly about family reunification or family migration, which is a system of migration that the United States has been a part of our system for decades. It's about legal immigration, and it's about family members sponsoring other family members in their home countries to come to the United States. The criticism is that so many of these people have come over and they were not brought over on certain skills or merits. The Trump administration and others want to change the system so that we have more of a choice about who comes over, maybe less on a family connection and more based on the skills that they have. Chain migration is just seen now as a more negative term because it kind of erases like this family connection and this familial idea that that has been part of us for so long. The big issues right now are, Daca and illegal immigration, which have to do particularly with the dreamers, the young people who came here as children, brought here illegally by their parents. What is going to happen with these individuals, especially now as there's questions about their protective status may go away very soon. It's tied up a little bit in the courts, but it could still go away. Another issue is legal immigration and the different facets of legal immigration, whether it has to do with diversity visas, temporary protected status, skilled visas like H-1B, H-4, H-2A, which are lower skilled. Another issue that we have to think about is refugees and the changes to the refugees. And then I guess you also have the travel ban, or the travel bans that the Trump administration has been working on to, in his eyes, in his view, kind of protect national security issues, while as others on the other side feel this is a way of keeping out certain ethnic groups, particularly Muslims. It's a tough thing to do. Oftentimes, though, you have to develop a level of trust. And if you speak with people and you share what you're going to do and you're very clear about what you're writing about, what the story is, how their information would be used in a story, and if you're as transparent as possible, oftentimes people will come out and talk. Another issue is oftentimes those who are here illegally just want to have a voice, and they haven't had a chance to be a voice. So many times they're very appreciative that someone is actually reaching out to them and wants to hear from them. So often we talk about those here illegal in the third person, and those individuals don't feel they have a chance to speak. So yes, certainly people are afraid to talk, but also there's many who want to talk. They just don't see how to, and when you ask, they will.